It's Friday, April 21st, 2023, and I'm Dave Sobel. 3 things to know today. IT managers express concern over surveillance technology deployment and its impact on workforce retention. A new report reveals hidden costs of Chromebooks and their impact on carbon emissions. And a study reveals limitations of AI in identifying malware, and we talk about displacing security teams. This is the Business of Tech. Ready to learn and connect with industry leaders and peers about the future of IT? Sign up now for a Terraverse, May 3rd and 4th, entirely online. With industry experts from Microsoft, Zoom, Atera, Malwarebytes, Bitdefender, and more, you'll get 2 full days of content. And keynote address from Mike Massimino, astronaut, professor, author, and speaker. And I'll be there with an AMA with the leadership at Atera. Find out more at atera.com and sign up for this free event. Quoting Wright from CIO Dive. IT leaders are wary about deploying surveillance technology and would even help coworkers find workarounds, a survey from software company 1E says. Nearly 3/4 of IT managers said they would not feel comfortable instructing their staff to install surveillance technology, especially if the company is not being fully transparent, the survey found. The study, conducted by Wakefield Research, surveyed 1,000 IT managers and workers in the U.S. Higher levels of workforce attrition correlated with surveillance tool use, some IT managers found. More than 1 in 4 managers noticed an uptick in employees quitting and difficulty hiring new employees when surveillance tools were in use. Why do we care? While the sentiment of active displeasure with the technology is significant, my attention focused on that 1 in 4 statement around difficulty hiring employees. That's significant. While the data point is old, I remember being asked multiple times by customers when I was an MSP about this kind of software. This data point links the technology back to business outcomes and showcases the negative. That's why we care. Chromebook churn. That's the new report from the U.S. Public Interest Group Education Fund. The report, an analysis of the Chromebook market in the wake of its extreme growth in popularity at the beginning of the pandemic, notes that these devices are manufactured to be inexpensive, which means that they will fall apart. They tend to do so in a non-repairable fashion, creating 9 million tons of carbon dioxide emissions during the first year of the pandemic alone. By extending the life of the devices, the organization states, it could not only save emissions, but it could also save taxpayers $1.8 billion by cutting down on the need for replacements. Chromebooks, the report argues, come with hidden costs that aren't highlighted by the price tag. For one, finding replacement parts can be challenging even between 2 similar designs. USPIRG recommends that Google take steps to resolve these issues by increasing the length of its automatic updates to 10 years and putting pressure on manufacturers to improve access to standardization and common hardware. Why do we care? Perhaps today's theme is data counterpoints. This report is helpful for those managing and maintaining Chromebooks to give some insight into the total cost of ownership, which is the real metric to work with customers on regarding technology investments. TCO is an essential lens for customer planning and budgeting, and ideally is incorporated into technology planning. If you'd asked me without data, my guess on the TCO of a Chromebook, I'd have likely missed this detail. Let's also take on the idea that AI will displace security teams. Researchers at Endor Labs tested ChatGPT 3.5 against 1,870 artifacts from the PY, PI, and NPN open source code repositories. It identified 34 as having malware. However, only 13 had bad code. 5 others did have obfuscated code, but did not expose any malicious behavior. At the same time, one artifact was a proof of concept that downloads and opens an image via an npm install hook. As a result, the researchers considered ChatGPT 3.5 right 19 out of 34 choices. However, 15 of the results were false positives. Why do we care? You'll be able to enjoy your weekend knowing your job is still somewhat safe. That said, my takeaway remains that thinking of this technology as a co-pilot rather than the replacement is the correct framing. Could humans have found the bad code as quickly? And isn't it potentially terrific to be scanning more code more often? Humans aren't perfect either, and the cliche of an extra set of eyes is generally welcome. Augment, not displace. Does coordinating meetings and help desk calls frustrate you and frustrate your clients? Wouldn't it be easier if you could automate this process and it integrated with ConnectWise Manage or with Autotask? TimeZest is scheduling automation that gives you control of your schedule and removes the frustration of calendar ping pong. As the only solution specifically designed for MSPs, it integrates with your PSA to schedule appointments right in your workflow. And the best part? You can try it for free. Visit timezest.com/MSP Radio and mention MSP Radio for 10% off your first year of TimeZest. Thanks for listening. Today, Advisor Appreciation Day, so take a moment to thank somebody who gives you good advice. There'll be a bonus episode this weekend, and have a great weekend. The Business of Tech is written and produced by me, Dave Sobel, under ethics guidelines posted at businessof.tech. Like the content? Support the show at patreon.com/MSP Radio or buy our Why Do We Care merch at businessof.tech. If you want to reach our listeners, visit mspradio.com/engage.